everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am Diamond D Avia. If you are new here, if you are not new here, welcome back to another video. This is Vlogmas edition, so I'm trying to stay consistent, y'all. I'm good. I'm 3 for 3 right now, so I'm good. Even though I was a little late, but whatever. So I am going to be telling y'all about my worst date ever. My worst date ever. Like, I never thought this would happen to me. Like, but I'm about to just tell y'all all about that. So I'm actually sitting in my living room. I got my throw because it's cold up in here, and I got some wine. This wine is the same wine from my last video, and I need to finish it. So I'm actually gonna finish it tonight. So I'm just about to pull up and tell y'all about this story, and it's gone. Ooh, okay, let me sit this right here. Yeah, I have this nice cute ass all white rug in my living room. If I drop any drop of this, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, now this does not go there, so I'm not gonna waste no time. I'm just about to get right into the story. So I think I was like 18. I know I think I either had just graduated high school or I was about to. It was something right in there. I know I was 18. I was kind of young. So I went to school with this girl. Me and her became really cool freshman year. We're actually still cool to this day. Me and her, we just don't talk. Like, we haven't talked or anything. So she actually started going to another school at the time, and me and her, you know, we still kept in contact. We would text and everything like that. So she started dating this guy, and don't quote me on this, but I think it was the guy that I will be going on this date with. I believe it was her guy's cousin or his friend. I don't know. He had some sort of relationship with the guy she was dating or talking to. So me and her would just talk on the phone, and she was just like, well, he has a cousin, or I honestly don't remember if she said cousin or friend. She was like, well, he has a cousin or he has a friend or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, you should talk to him. I'm guessing she was cool with him to the point where, like, they would text and stuff like that. And she was telling me that he was telling her to put him on one of her friends. So she was like, you should talk to him or whatever. So I'm like, just give him my number, like, whatever. I wasn't talking to nobody at the time or dating anybody, so I was like, just give him my number. So she gave him my number, and we started texting. And when we started texting, yeah, I'm telling y'all, this boy was saying all the right things. Like, he was just so sweet. He was so sweet. He was smart. And me, I'm the type of person where, like, when I'm talking to somebody or dating somebody, I like to talk about shit beyond earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was talking about everything, and I like that. I was just like, oh, okay, he cute. I mean, I ain't gonna say cute. I'm not gonna say cute yet. I'm not gonna say cute at all. I'm not gonna say cute. He's cool. He's funny. He's smart and stuff like that. So yeah. So we got to the point where we wasn't really texting anymore. We was actually talking on the phone, like, all the time. And I don't know why. Yeah, I have been having an iPhone since freshman year or sophomore year of high school. I have been having an iPhone since then. And me and him, we never FaceTime. I don't know. He never brought it up. I never brought it up. I thought about it, but we just never FaceTime. So we would, after the texting phase, we would talk on the phone, like, all the time. We always talked on the phone. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, we've been doing all this texting. We've been doing all this talking on the phone for so long. Like, when we going out? When is we gonna do something? So he ended up asking me out on a date. And he was like, can I take you out? Like, can we do something? I was like, yeah, sure. So at the time, for my people back home, I lived in Fairview Heights. So, and he lived in East St. Louis. So that was probably, like, I don't know, a good 30-minute drive. So we set up a date. We were supposed to go to the movies, and we were supposed to go out to eat. So the day comes for my date or whatever. Baby, first impression is everything. Like, I made sure, I wasn't really into makeup then, but I just made sure my lip gloss was popping, my hair was cute, my outfit was cute. Like, cause this dude, he was really like, I don't know, I was really liking him a lot. He was just saying all the right things. And you know, when you first meet a guy, he's saying all the right things. It's just like, ooh, like, you ready to risk it all. So yeah, I'm getting ready for my date or whatever. He pulls up, I get in the car, and y'all, I was not attracted to him. I was not attracted to him at all. Like I said, I thought about like FaceTiming him and stuff like that, but I just never really pressed the issue, you know what I'm saying? And he never brought it up or really pressed the issue as well. So I didn't really too much care about seeing him over the phone, like FaceTime or anything like that. I was just ready to see him in person. And you know, when a person sound good on the phone, you think they look good in person. So he sounded so, oh my God, my foot is falling asleep. Oh, okay. So yes, he just sounded so good on the phone. I'm like, oh, I just know he's fine. Our conversations used to be so good and so deep and stuff like that. I don't know, I guess the FaceTime part just kind of slipped my mind, or I don't know, I just wasn't really too much tripping about it. This is how you know I have grown a lot, because back then I really dated guys that were really, really handsome, that really, really looked good, really, really dressed good and stuff like that. And some of those guys would have horrible personalities, or they would, I wouldn't say treat me horrible, but I don't know, they would be guys, you know, and doing what they do. A person does not want to have someone around them who they're just totally not attracted to. But now that I'm older, I just really see that looks is not all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody could look so good and have a really horrible personality. Somebody could not be as attractive, but love you right, treat you right, take care of you and everything like that. It really took me, you know, to get older and to learn those type of things, you know. This is me being young, y'all. I'm 24 now. I was 18. So we're parked in front of my house talking for like 5 minutes. So we ended up pulling off. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I acted like I was not feeling good just so we wouldn't go out. Like, I did not want to go out with him anymore. I just didn't think he was attractive. I don't know, back then I went for the looks. I can be honest and say that I went for the looks. Even though me and him had really good conversation and he was super sweet and everything like that, I didn't really care about any of that. I didn't. So I started acting like my stomach hurt. I started acting like my stomach hurt. I'm like, oh my God, my stomach hurts so bad. Oh my God, like I don't think I could go and just sit in no restaurant or sit in no movies. Like, I just don't feel good. And he buying it. Like, anything I'm saying, he's just going with it. He's like, oh, for real, you good? I'm like, yeah. But I was hungry. I was hungry. And if you know me, you know I love White Castle. I lived right by White Castle. Well, it probably was like 5 minutes from where I live. And I wanted some White Castle. I was like, can we just get some White Castle and just, I don't know, just sit in the car and talk or whatever? He was like, yeah, that's cool, that's cool. So we went to White Castle. He buys me food and stuff like that. We sit in the car, we chilling. I'm eating this White Castle. It's so good. Like, I'm turning this shit up. I love White Castle. When we done, I'm trying to kind of like, I don't know, hint him that I'm ready to go home. I'm saying I'm tired. I'm still saying my stomach is hurting. I'm like, oh, I'm finna go to sleep. And he's still just talking to me and stuff like that. So after we done talking or whatever, he finally takes me home. I get home, tell me why I left my fucking key. I left my key in the house. I was locked outside. Nobody was at home. And yeah, I was forced to go back to his car and be with him. So I go back to the car. Well, he waited outside for me until I got in the house, but unfortunately I couldn't get in the house because my ass was locked out. So I go back to his car. I'm like, damn, I locked my key in there. Ain't nobody at home or nothing like that. I don't know where everybody was at the time. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't even remember the time. I don't know where everybody was, but I just know I was locked outside. So I get back in his car and I was like, can you take me to my cousin's house? Y'all, I'm trying my best not to be in the car with this man. Like, I wasn't feeling it no more. I didn't want to be around him. I was just ready to go. And so he like, yeah, where she live at? I was like, she live in Belleville. And where she lived at, Belleville's big. Where she lived at, it probably was like 15-20 minutes from where I live. So we driving and stuff, we getting there, and on the way there, y'all, he is like trying to touch me, he trying to kiss me, and I'm just like, hell no, no, this is not that type of party. I've not already seen what he looked like. I'm just not with him. I'm not feeling his vibe no more. His good conversation, all of that I knew he had went out the window. Like, trying to touch me and kiss me, and he playing music, he's singing to me and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm ready to get out of this car. So we get on the side of town where my cousin lives, and y'all tell me why I low-key forgot where she lived at. Bruh. Cause they was moving so much, like I kind of forgot where she lived at. And I kept calling her because we in the area. I know I'm close to her house, but I didn't know exactly where. But he's still just driving. So I'm calling her. This girl's not picking up her phone. I'm like, what the fuck? Is it meant for me to be in the car with this man? Like, what is going on? So I'm calling her. She's not answering the phone. I'm like, fuck. So he's still just driving around and stuff. At this point, y'all, he's still trying to like put his arm on me and stuff, and I'm just not feeling him. I'm just like, get off of me and stuff. And he starts to get mad. And he like, why the fuck you acting like that? You know what I'm saying? You know, he's just like, he just started tripping. And I'm like, you being rude as fuck. Like, you over here feeling on me and touching me. No, you're not supposed to do that on the first date. I was, bruh, like, oh my God. I was just like, no, you don't need to be touching me. And this is, everything just started going downhill after this. He was just like, man, calm your ass down. You boring as fuck. And this is that. And I'm just like, boy, I don't want to be in this car with you anyway. You ugly. I was just like, oh my God. So we still like riding around. He like, where her house at? And I'm like, hold on. I'm still trying to call her. She not answering the phone. He like, what the fuck? Like, you don't know where she stay at? And I'm like, I forgot. He's like, how you forget? Then y'all, he just started flipping out. He like, you make me waste my motherfucking gas coming all the way over here. You don't even know where she stay at. We probably ain't even on the right side of town. And I'm like, at this point, let me sit my glass down because I'm gonna have to do a lot of demonstrating. At this point, I wasn't with it. I wasn't with his yelling and his screaming. One thing about me, I can have a nice civilized conversation with you, but once you get to yelling, oh, because who are you talking to? So I was like, who is you talking to? He like, I'm talking to yo. He like, I'm talking to your ass. You would made me waste all my gas coming all the way over here. We were supposed to go out on a date. Your ass acting fun. You won't even let me touch you. I said, you damn right. You damn right. You don't know me. We just going back and forth. We is going back and forth. Like, so we driving and stuff, and I'm like, let me out this car. You got me fucked up. Let me out this car. I'm punching my hand. Y'all, I'm heated. I'm just mad. I was irritated because for one, I was not attracted to him. For two, he was feeling and rubbing on me. For three, I didn't know when my cousin stayed and I was ready to get out the car with him. And for four, he was yelling and screaming at me. So I was just irritated. So I just blew up. I was like, you know what? Let me out this fucking car. Let me out this car. He got the door locked. I'm pulling on the door. I'm like, let me out this car. Let me out this car. He low-key trying to be nice. He like, no, I'm not gonna let you out this car. I'm about to take you where you need to go. Even though you made me waste all my motherfucking gas. You made me drive all the way over here. I'm like, nigga, you is so lame. You over here complaining about somebody wasting your gas? Like, shut up. Like, get me out this car. So I'm like, let me out this car. Let me out. I start flipping. I'm like, let me fuck out this car. car. He's driving now. He's driving. Y'all, something really had to take over me that night, because now that I think about this is really fucked up. This is some crazy shit. I started pulling the steering wheel. Like, I started like yanking the steering wheel because I wanted to get out the car, and he wouldn't let me out the car. But now that I think about it, he was really just trying to help me. He was just like, I'm gonna take you where you need to go, even though he was snapping at me and stuff. But I was ready to get out the car. I'm yanking the steering wheel. I'm looking like, nigga, I will find my way. Let me out this car. I'm pulling the steering wheel. He's like, is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy? Stop pulling on my fucking. I'm like, let me out this car. Let me out this car. Let me out. I'm screaming and yelling. I'm just like, let me out this fucking car. I'm over it. I feel like I was crazy back then. I feel like I'm still a little loco, but back then, baby, I went from 0 to 100 real quick. Like, I'm just like, let me out this car. You yelling and talking crazy to me. Let me out this car. So, tell me why this man starts driving really fast. He starts driving really, 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 really fast. And I ain't gonna lie. After that, I think I was done with the pulling the steering wheels, the yelling, the cussing. He started driving really, really fast, and that shit scared me. He started, you trying to kill us both? You trying to kill us both? All right. And I'm just like, I grabbed my head like this. I put my head down, and I just started screaming. I was like, let me out this fucking car. I wasn't crying or anything, but I was almost there. I'm like, let me out this car. You fucking crazy. So the story starts getting better. So after he driving fast and doing all his crazy shit, I get a phone call from my cousin. She like, yeah, my bad. So she said she was doing something, and I was like, girl, send me your address right now. Send me your address. I'm about to come to your house. I didn't know exactly where your house was at, so we've been driving around. She sent me her address, y'all. We was only 7 minutes away. So he takes me there. So as soon as before he even parks, I'm already taking the seatbelt off. I'm, grabbing my purse. I'm grabbing my shit. I'm like, fuck you, nigga. You will never see me again. You ugly. I'm just being so mean. I'm saying all these mean things to him. And y'all, I promise I'm not mean. I'm not mean. But after he acted the way he acted with driving fast and yelling and screaming at me, I was being mean. So I'm getting my purse and stuff like that. I'm putting my stuff on. I'm still just being me. I'm cussing at him. I'm just like, you know what? Never again. He told me something. I ain't want to go out with you anyway. And I'm like, when people get mad, they say the dumbest things. You didn't want to go out with me? Okay. He's like, I ain't want to go out with you anyway. Get the fuck out my car. I'm like, fuck this dirty ass car. So as I'm getting out the car, y'all know he pushes me out the car. He pushes me out the car. On the concrete, on the ground. He pushes me out the car. And about time I could like raise back up, he was gone. He peeled off. Like, all you heard was the tires. All you heard was I was like, yeah, nigga. It was best for you to pull off like that, because I swear to God, I was finna bust out all his windows. Like, who? You put your hands on me. Oh my God. Y'all, every time I think about that, it's crazy. I feel like what really could have been avoided in that situation was me. I guess I could have just went out with the guy and just, I don't know. But I don't know, I feel like I probably would have been locked out the house whether I would have went out or not. I don't know. But yeah, that was but once again, guys, it's not all about the looks. It's not all about the looks. Now for me, it's more so number one, respect. If you respect me, my eyes is already on you. You know what I'm saying? You already got my full attention if you respect me. 2, just like what you can do for me. Like, are you a man? Or can you handle the manly duties? Like, can you protect me when we go out? Like, can I learn something from you? Little stuff like that. So y'all, don't always go for the looks. You know what I'm saying? Actually get to know a person, because you might not be attracted to a person, but the way they act, their actions, you know what I'm saying? Their whole demeanor might turn you on, and it might balance out their looks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that that was my story time about my worst date ever. I've been on a lot of dates, and I don't think my dates have been anything like that. You know, so, and it was a little scary because I didn't know him like that, you know, but God was watching me. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.